Number 6. Frank Mir lost his last fight against Mark Hunt by knockout in the first round at UFC Fight Night 85. After the fight, Frank Mir tested positive for banned substances and mentioned on the MMA Hour that he is suspended and will be eligible to fight in 2018. He has even requested the UFC to release him from the promotion. He is 2-3 in his last 5 fights and hasn't looked good inside the octagon. Number 5. Mark Hunt lost his last fight against Brock Lesnar by a unanimous decision at UFC 200. Later, it was found that Brock Lesnar tested positive for banned substances. Mark Hunt was furious and mentioned that he will not fight in the UFC until they fix the problem. At the age of 42, he has looked great in his last few fights and only has a few more years to compete before his age catches up to him. Number 4. Since Anderson Silva returned from his 1-year suspension, he hasn't looked like himself in the octagon, which is mainly due to his age. He has lost his last 2 fights against Michael Bisping and Daniel Cormier by a unanimous decision. He has accomplished everything in his UFC career. He has the longest winning streak and the most title defenses in UFC history. There's nothing left for him to prove, so don't be surprised if he retires very soon. Number 3. Antonio Rogerio Nogueira last defeated Patrick Cummins by TKO in the first round at UFC 198. Although he still possesses the ability to finish fights, with the age of 40, it seems like he is very close to the end of his career. He has done very well in his UFC career, as he has notable victories over Rashad Evans and Tito Ortiz. Number 2. Antonio Silva lost his last fight against Roy Nelson by knockout in the second round at UFC Fight Night 95. Since the ban of TRT, it doesn't seem like the fighter he once was. It appears that he is coming to an end of his career. He is 1-4 in his last 5 fights. Number 1. Dan Henderson last defeated Hector Lombard by TKO in the second round at UFC 199. He has made his intentions clear to retire after his next fight against Michael Bisping, even if he wins or loses. He has done very well in his UFC career, as he has notable victories over Mauricio Hua, Tim Boetsch, Rich Franklin and Michael Bisping.